Did you know that the strongest evidence against a cosmic designer is actually the complex appearance of design itself? It sounds totally backwards, I know.
It really does. But it's a huge paradigm shift once you get it.
Right. So today we are exploring a book, and just as a quick disclaimer, this is a discussion of the author's work, not our own original research. We are looking at Richard Dawkins' The Blind Watchmaker, and here are the most game-changing essential insights from the book, practical wisdom that could transform how you think and act.
Yeah, the core mission here is revealing how complexity arises from absolute simplicity. It really challenges your intuition about nature and engineering.
It does. So let's hit number one, the myth of randomness. Everything you thought about evolution being just random chance is wrong.
Exactly. As Dawkins explains in the text, mutation is random, sure, but natural selection is a non-random filter.
It's sort of the exact opposite of random. Think of it like cracking a safe, right? If you spin all the dials at once, just hoping for luck.
You'll be there forever.
Forever. That's what he calls single-step selection.
But Dawkins introduces cumulative selection. You spin the dials, and every time you hit a correct number, the lock holds it in place. You crack the code in seconds. The blind watchmaker has no foresight. It just saves small improvements. But here's the simple way to apply this. Don't look for instant leaps. Look at the power of small filtered steps.
Yeah. Which brings us to number two, the argument from personal incredulity. People who say, I can't imagine how this evolved, are kind of missing the point.
Dawkins is pretty blunt about this. He notes that saying you can't imagine how an eye evolved is just a statement about your lack of imagination. It is not a fact about biology.
Right, we fall into this binary trap. We think I or no I.
But 5% of an eye is so much better than 0%. Distinguishing a predator's shadow gives a massive survival advantage at every single intermediate stage.
Moving to number three, did you know biology connects perfectly to computer code? Dawkins actually predicted modern AI in the 1980s with his biomorphs.
This completely blew my mind. The author wrote a computer program using simple recursive rules to draw tree shapes. He let them breed with random variations.
And he just selected the ones he liked. He didn't code insect into the software.
No, he just coded rules and time. Life is an algorithm. It's the exact same logic driving generative AI today.
Speaking of AI and analyzing these big ideas, this is Mindful Moments, our YouTube channel offering AI book analysis, summaries, and critiques, inspiring reflection and rational thought.
It's a great place to really challenge your assumptions.
Definitely. So insight number four, the flaw of human intuition. The number one reason we reject these evolutionary ideas is actually a cognitive glitch regarding deep time.
We intuitively get decades. But as the author points out, our brains literally cannot compute hundreds of millions of years.
It's just an abstract concept to us.
Exactly. Our gut instinct fails at geological scales. We have to rely on evidence because our hardware just isn't wired to feel the reality of deep time.
Which leads to number five, explaining versus relocating the mystery. Saying God designed it isn't actually an explanation at all.
Right, because as Dawkins argues, if you posit a complex designer to explain complexity, you now have to explain who designed the designer.
You're just kicking the can down the road. You haven't solved it.
You've just relocated the mystery. A true explanation has to show how the complex arose from the simple. Only Darwinian selection meets that logical standard. Watch the full episode to discover the complete framework.
Exactly. So start with our 5-minute essential insights, then dive into the in-depth analysis. Next, the summary, ending with the comprehensive critique.
There is so much more to uncover in the rest of the material.
Discover genre-based book podcasts at Mindful Moments. Subscribe and nourish your mind on the go.